Welcome, welcome, welcome. Week 9. We might have a clinch this week. A couple teams have a couple clinching scenarios. We'll go through those real quick before we get to the action. Salazar graces the cover of this week's Dodge magazine. He saved his team from just dire straits. Just taking over the game versus the Phoenix last week. Silverback 3-5, but their points got them looking nice for the run to the playoffs. Look at the standings. Gremlins wall to wall. They're still number one in the league. One of the best teams in the league by far. I mean, their index is just far exceeds everyone else. And playing in their own playground pretty much. Cats and Toros right behind them. 2-3. Empire number 4. Captain surprising still number 5. Pharaoh 6. And Phoenix 7. Phoenix 8. Sea Dog 7. The West super tight right now. Super tight in the points race. It's going to be down to the wire. I mean, diamonds. We have to give respect to the diamonds at this point. I mean, they've amassed all these points. You have a team like the Interceptors that are 5-3 and they're all the way down here. But I mean, the diamonds are winning well. Um, that wasn't expected, but look at the rankings chart. Gremlins just straight. Not really any big moves. I mean, Interceptors moved up big with the win versus the Reapers. They're back in the periphery, but Captains are so far ahead at number 5. I don't think they have a chance. Let's look at the games real quick. Pharaohs on the flex, 5-3. Charlie Accardi had a great game. Led the index with 65.5. Interceptors handled business at home. Kyle, his first MVP of the season. Uh, it was a it this 5-4 versus the Sea Dogs looks much closer than it really was. Hamura stepped in, but Sea Dogs really owned that game. Toros took care of the Dizzy Devils pretty easily. It was kind of embarrassing. Cats handled the Checkers. I mean, it was getting a little testy. It was 3-3, but Cats prevailed. Gold dropped another one to the Diamonds. Lost the season series to them. Very surprising. Scarlet Ember couldn't hold the candle to the Gremlins. Empire, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the Margays, but they just do not look good. And Silverbacks, great game. Solomon, 20 points. The first time somebody's eclipsed 20 for the season. 7 catches, 13 throwouts. And to wrap it up in the run to the playoffs flex, Skylarks pretty much eliminate the Dragonfish from contention. Skylarks just last ditch effort to try to get up there. Statistics, Mills replaces Greeley as the best index in the league. Um, they're way high up there. Everybody thought Greeley would get 70 for the year, but he had a very bad game last week. They really shut him down. Um, All-star projections. Nobody in the South currently on the All Dodge team. Interesting. MVP race. I mean, Greeley opens up a 5-point lead. I mean, that is a massive lead. It's going to be hard to. I mean, there's only 5 more weeks to get those points, and he's going to be getting. I mean, he's going to be. It's going to be a heroic effort from either Mills, Reed, or Sebastian from this point to take the MVP away. And Reed, I don't think Reed ever got an MVP. So Reed and Sebastian don't have an MVP, or Greeley doesn't. Mills had one last year, so he's trying to defend it, if that's even possible. And the Week 9 preview, we got Pharaohs going over to the Desert Buddies, and with a win here, they would clinch the first playoff spot. No, that's the last game of the week. But Diamonds, I mean, both these teams have just been kind of in and out of playoff contention. Diamonds are finally taking a strong look at it, and a win here would be huge for people thinking they're a serious team. But I think Interceptors are going to win this one. I think the Diamonds are not that good, and I think Kyle, I mean, they have a good system and a good dasher. I think it's gonna be too much for the Diamonds. Scarlet Ember captain. This might be Scarlet Ember's first and only win of the season. I wouldn't hold it back from him. And if they do upset them here, it opens up a wide open hole for the Interceptors to kind of climb into the division race or the points race. Um, Gold head over to Seattle. Gold could ruin some things for the Silverbacks here with a win, but I don't see this game being a blowout on either side, so it probably won't do anything really. They'll probably just delay anything for another week if the Silverbacks lose here. Margays at Sea Dogs. I think the Margays might win this one. I think Sea Dogs might be sleeping a little bit. The division seems to be wrapped up. Sea Dogs and Empire going to the playoffs, seemingly. Technically, it's not, but I think Sea Dogs are going to lose this one 5-3. Reapers at Gremlins. I think Gremlins are going to easily win this one and probably just wrap up number one for the season. If I'm not mistaken, they can get home. They can clinch the point race with a win here. Yeah, they're 5-1, so they would need the captains to lose to definitely clinch. Mathematically, they might clinch still, but that'll wait till you get into sets, division sets, which is tough. So still might be a week. They have to wait till their captains to lose to clinch. Went to the playoffs flex. The Skylarks are on there again on a historic 3-game win streak. They got their mojo back, and they could take down the Toros here. If they beat them down enough, they could open up a possibility. But Toros, I mean, Reed's been playing well. Vega's been hitting his stride defensively, so it'll be a good game. Flexed up, coming to you live from Atlanta. And Empire, home game versus the Dizzy Devils. They lost to them the first time. I don't think they'll lose again this time. I mean, the Empire, they play so well as a team unit. Very deep team. And you got the two best dashers in the division, so they're going to neutralize each other. So it's not going to be an advantage for the Dizzy Devils. I don't think the Dizzy Devils have enough talent outside of that to get it. I think it'll be a 5-3 victory for the Empire. Cats. I mean, the Dragonfish don't seem like they've recovered since that Cats loss, and it was a close loss on the flex in week 4. Doesn't seem like they've recovered since that game, so maybe they might revive things here. But I think the Cats are just the winning team right now. I think they're on a championship track. I don't think they're gonna get stopped up here by the Dragonfish. Checkers versus Blackers. Yeah, not very exciting game. Both these teams are pretty much out of it. So maybe Raekwon will do something historic. I don't know. I think the Checkers will win this one. They've had enough losses. You know, they're not a bad team, they're not a terrible team. And the Blackers, their offense is struggling. So, and in the final flex, we already talked about it before, but Pharaohs could become the first playoff team to clinch. Oh, let's look at the Cats, though. The Cats, they could go 6-2 division. They wrap up the division early. They wouldn't technically clinch until the Toros lose, so it'll be interesting to see if they can clinch. But Cats, Gremlins, Pharaohs can all clinch this week. And I guess the Sea Dogs, I guess the Empire as well. So all the division leads can be clinched with the right scenarios, but they could all be held till week 10, which would be crazy. But let's just get you down to the action here as we get into it. Gonna be Diamonds playing the Interceptors. Interceptors, they've won games, but they just haven't won well. Kyle hasn't been the leader. He's a 55 index player. Not the lead you want, and not the way he plays in preseason every year. It doesn't translate into the real season for some reason. Diamond's been so surprising. They got Lions. playing pretty well. I mean, Sven's playing above his pay grade. Jeff Jordan above his. I mean, they just had old players really stepping into it this season. So let's see how that can continue. And a Cardi with the set start. Youngin, that's right. They selected him for his dashing. Kyle goes to Elios, but Elios catches. Wow! Immediately with the McCarron's out, and that just really debilitates the Interceptors. They do not have an offense outside of those two individuals. Lindbergh gets him out though, but they do have, Clowney and Lindbergh aren't slouches on defense. Um, Lindbergh with this ball again. And now Lindbergh, but Lions, he's been catching a lot lately, even though he's a 38 catcher. And Clowney's out. Accardi now. He's going to throw straight to Lions. Lions out. It's all on Accardi, the rookie. And now Sven. Sven nails him out. Diamonds, I mean, with a good win here, they're looking pretty in the points race. So, I mean, they're seriously trying to make the playoffs, and it's just appalling because they're just a bunch of old players that are getting worse and worse by the day. Lions throws to Accardi, gets him out. And now Elios can't get the interception from Kyle. Lions now throws over to Clowney. Clowney's out. And they're not paying attention to their coach. And that's the thing about the Diamonds that's been so head scratching is they have terrible execution, bad roster, yet they're competitive. It's with a wonder. Kyle now throws to Sven. Sven is out. I mean, Sven's numbers have just been tanking, but he's been playing well. I mean, that's just kind of how he does. Um, and now Kyle caught by Paulo. Lindbergh catches Paulo. McCarron gets Jordan out, and they tie it up. Now Cardi gets this dash start again. Kyle now throws for Lions. Lions out. Now Elias, backup thrower. And Clowney catches. Interceptor starting to get on their mojo. And Jordan with the catch though. Now up to Sven, and Sven throws for Kyle. Kyle catches. Now Kyle. And Jordan dodges. Kyle, I mean, he's not that efficient. That's been the thing with him this year. But he catches Paulo there. And now Cardi throws for Jordan. Jordan catches again. Second catch of the set. He throws up to Kyle. Kyle catches, though, to end the set. Diamonds take the 2-1. I mean, the Interceptors take the 2-1 lead over the Diamonds. Kyle gets Lions out. Elios throws up to Kyle. Kyle dodges. They're starting to get more keen on him. Diamonds are. Execution's going up, but can't get him out. He's playing well right now. Throws to Kyle. Kyle's out now. Down. It's up to McCarron to carry the set. Can he do it? Jordan with the dodge. Now Sven throws to McCarron. McCarron catches. And now McCarron throws for Paulo. Paulo's out. Jordan, last one left. It's just a head scratcher. I mean, he's been good for the Diamonds despite his numbers. I mean, that's just really been the Diamonds' story. Lindbergh throws to Jordan. Jordan, a catch. And now he's going to throw to Clowney. Clowney catches the ball heading into halftime. I mean, Diamonds, Lions playing well. I mean, they need more out of Elias. They need more out of Sven. But you can't ask too much out of these types of people, man. I mean, these guys are aging. Interceptors playing well. Kyle at the lead. McCarron needs to get into it a little more. But Interceptors looking pretty good. No sponsor this week. Run to the playoffs time. Saturn is your global sponsor. Let's get back to the action. Lions now throws for Kyle. Kyle out. Now Cardi. It's gonna throw to Lions. Lions out. Accardi, what is going on? Elios throws for McCarron. McCarron is out. Now Lindbergh throws up to Jordan, but Jordan another dodge. 3 dodges on the day for Jordan with 3 catches. Now Lindbergh's out. Clowney catch for. I don't understand where Jordan's getting these defensive chops from, but they do the thing. And Jordan, Elios 3 points, Lions 1 point. Diamonds back into this thing. Lions now throws for Kyle. Kyle dodges. Now Kyle gets Lions out. Elios now gonna throw to Kyle. Kyle another dodge. 5 dodges on the day for Kyle. Throws down to Elios. Elios out. 10 points for Kyle is looking good. Throws for Sven. Throws for Kyle. Kyle's out now. McCarron down to Jordan. Jordan's out. And Sven gonna throw down to McCarron. McCarron's out. Let's see if Sven and Paulo can hold Lindbergh. Little known fact, Paulo began his career on the Interceptors. Paulo now throws down to Lindbergh. Lindbergh's out. Clowney now has his eyes on the Brazilian. Paulo's out, and the Interceptors need one more set now. And Sven with the set start. Lions throws to Kyle. Kyle catches. Now Kyle throws to Elios. Elios out. Down to Kyle. Can Kyle carry this home? Nope, they get him out. But now McCarron. Can McCarron carry this home? And he gets Jordan out. It's on Sven. Sven throws down to McCarron. McCarron out. Now Lindbergh trying to get this thing in 7 sets. It's all on Paulo. And Paulo down to Lindbergh. Lindbergh catches, and the Interceptors take the victory. Good, strong win for the Interceptors. 47-2 index. Not that much of a. I mean, let's see how it plays out. Phoenix could lose, Silverbacks could lose, and the Diamonds could still be in this race with this 5-2 loss. Points race is just a wild thing, man. But Kyle, gonna get his second straight MVP, second MVP of the season. It's been a slow year for Kyle. McCarron's 7 for 5 throwing, pretty good. Diamond side, Jordan played pretty well. 10 targets, 3 dodges, 4 catches. I mean, hey, he did his part. Lions was not that good throwing. Neither was Elias. So Sven, what is he? He's ageless, man. Doesn't matter what his ratings are. He's still gonna play well. The Interceptors get this one, and we will see you in Atlanta.